Drummer, this is the place to be, using your finger all the way to glory. Follow the rhythm, snap, snare, kick the beat like an algorithm. You'll soon get it. Tap your fingers like a human jackhammer. If you miss one out, don't act like a loser. Get back on track before you mess it up. Fake it, make it, and toughen up, buttercup. Now focus, you can't afford to miss a beat. Stay with me, you ain't got time for any tweet. There's more coming, you should stay in line. Here's more drumming, no time to whine. If you think this is hard, just wait till the end. This sure gets worse, as is the usual trend. It's bend or break, fingers flowing like crazy. Make no mistakes, don't you dare get all clumsy. Clap, clap, think you're up to the task. Think you got time to smile and bask. We're going minimal, digital and completely lethal. It's a gamble, a hassle, a razzle, dazzle. But wait, here comes the final. Digit on the drums, don't you ruin the mood. Clap back on the beat, finger licking good. Go down on the snare, pretend you're drowning. Boom boom goes the bass when you start banging. Fingers crossing, working up to the climax. Smack that, tap that, maximize your impact. No butterfingers here, we won't go slower. Grind up till you're feeling on fire. Grind up till you're feeling on fire.
We are Meow. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this here little stream.
Yeah. Welcome to the stream.
Hello,
Welcome,
Nitzel.
welcome. If you don't know us, we are small dreamers. We make small games in a short time.
Yeah,
And this is we're on our fourth game right now. And it involves kissing.
we make games, and we made a game. We're making a game about kissing, which is every time I say it or think about it, I'm like, that's a weird idea.
Yep.
Still,
Yep, definitely.
it's like the beginning of week 4 now ish. We're almost halfway, if we're keeping on track with our timing. And yeah.
Yeah. It's not an easy thing to make in
It's
the
not
end.
easy, but it's not going as horribly wrong as I was fearing at some point.
For sure.
I'm quite confident that that new head is going to work. I just need to
Yeah.
do some adjustments.
It does, so do I.
Yeah, that's a me problem for tomorrow. So yeah, basically, Mude made a new version of the head, and it broke the game earlier.
Yeah.
So I just reverted it to show you the game as it is now, instead of just saying, well, I can't show you anything because everything is broken.
Yep. Yep, because I made a new version of this model, which is slightly less weird. Like the eyes are more regular, the eyelids especially, the eyebrow is less weird. It has much less geometry,
Which is
also,
important.
which is important for performances. I basically decimated and retopologized a lot of things. But also it has an open mouth, so it has thinner lips.
Yes.
And but a bigger mouth in general. So it should be more easy to manipulate the mouth in the end.
Oh,
but also, I haven't made a new skeleton for it, so it's kind of broken at the moment.
It's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. There might be some dog noises in the background because my roommate is leaving and the dog does not like that.
Oh.
But it's going to be fine. He'll calm down in a couple seconds. Anyway, yeah. So basically, we have a skeleton in here, and well, once it's slightly adjusted to the new mesh, it's going to be fine. And I'll have to redo most of these physical bones and stuff that are here. That are basically, let me see if I can show them. That are in here. That are collision shapes that basically tell me when stuff happens and when it's not supposed to happen. And that basically tell me, okay, now you need to smush and it's sort of working. It's a weird one. This collisions between characters and stuff is not something that's easy to do in anything in games, I feel.
Yep.
Because I
Contact is
rarely see it. And yeah, we're trying something weird again,
Yeah.
which is fine. It's nice, and it's sort of working. Let me show what we've got. I can also show off the pretty menus I made and the very basic animation I made just to check if the animation system was working. It's working.
Right.
It's a loop of an
Yeah, good.
animation. It's ugly and it
Good.
doesn't do anything interesting, but it's there.
It's that.
It's there. So yeah, you can go to kiss. Oh, this animation is broken. That's fun. Normally the text is supposed to scroll through the thing, but whatever. I forgot to hook that up. But yeah, this is the new character selection screen, which is pretty nice. You can play 2-player and you can select characters. And there's a random button so that you can have a random character, which I really, really like from fighting games. Which is basically, since I don't play fighting games well, I always choose the random character. Because then I also don't have to learn anything because, well, I'm bad at the game. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's
personally,
funny.
I just don't like making choices.
Also, that's true. So yeah, you can select your characters and then press start and then, hey, it chooses a character. I need to look into if it chooses the same character for everyone or if it doesn't. Now that I'm seeing this, I'm like, did I forget to have a separate number generator for both characters? For each character?
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
I'll look into
Who
it.
knows?
It will be easier to figure out once I have more than 2 characters.
Yeah.
So yeah, here as well. You can see the animation. It's the same one, but that's okay. And yeah, you can tilt your head from side to side, open the mouth-ish. This is still the old model, so the mouth is not perfect. And then move forward, try to kiss the other person, who will also tilt their head. I'm trying to play 2-player games with my hands. Then you kiss.
You try to make contact.
Yeah.
With the mouth. And not the teeth and sometimes it breaks.
And not the nose.
Not the nose, no. You need to avoid the nose, no.
When
It's
you
not comfy.
touch with
The
the
nose is a problem.
nose, the points should go down on the blue ones. On the white head, I put the points at 0 for the nose so that it doesn't care if you hit the nose. And on this one, I put it at like -3 or something, so that you lose 3 points every time you hit the nose. And you gain like 20 points if you touched with the mouth. And then you get to the climax. And you can see it was a beautiful kiss. And you have some stats and stuff that we'll have to make pretty at some point. And,
yeah, that's a problem for future me.
Yeah, and you can kiss again or kiss someone else. Go back to the menu and stuff. For now, it only works on the first controller, this menu thing. I need to figure out how to make it work also on the second controller. Or like have it default to the winner of the fight, of the kiss. The winner. I know there is no winner. This is a co-op game. There is no winner. So yeah, I need to figure out how to connect both controllers to this menu.
Yeah.
Right now it doesn't work, but you can kiss again and start over. You have the same startup animation that's really short right now, but that can be changed because I made the entire system dynamic, and you can basically do whatever you want for the backgrounds and for the heads. By the way, everything is it's all generated dynamically. So if you want to add a head or a background, it's as easy as just making it and plopping it in there, which is pretty nice. I'm quite proud of that system. It works pretty well. This is hard to do. Let me just show the rest of the menu. Right now, the gameplay is not very interesting. Let's smush these faces together. But yeah, then you go kiss someone else and paf, you're back in the menu.
Yeah.
And you can choose this one. And let's choose this one. Did I? Oh, did I do it wrong? Huh. I thought I selected the white head for one of the two. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe the code
I
is not
didn't
as
pay any
perfect as I thought. Let me try again. Kiss someone else. Press start. You take this one. Press start. You take this one. Start. To kiss. Oh no, it's working. Okay,
that
fine.
works.
I don't
Okay.
know. I did something wrong.
Good.
I was
Maybe.
talking and pressing buttons on several controllers at the same time. My brain got mushy.
Yeah, that's a bit confusing.
Up. Here we go. And so now, if you touch the, if we kiss, the points are not the same on the two characters.
Ooh.
And if we touch the nose, they should go down on one and not on the other, because the white person doesn't care. So it's working. That's nice.
It is.
I need to figure out how to. Maybe we'll have a timer or something that will make the points slowly go down over time or something if you do nothing. And then you'll have, like, I don't know, 5 seconds or something at the top to make sure that the climax hits at the same time. But I'll figure that out later. Having the points go down to 0 over time is not that hard to add, I think. But just have it tick down slowly. Seems fine. It's a balancing act, as always.
No, that could work. And having, once someone reach climax, another little timer.
Yeah.
That is, if you don't reach it, like everybody goes back to 0.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah, once you reach the climax, it stays at the climax for a bit.
Yeah.
And then starts going back down again. Yeah, so it needs to be 2 timers. That's true. Let me write that down somewhere.
Yeah.
I have sort of thought about it, and I don't know why it wasn't written down, so I didn't add it. So I need to write it down, because otherwise I wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh, my brain is completely empty. I don't know what to do. The other day I sent you a message, like, before going to bed or something. Like, okay, I'm writing this down for me so that you know what I'm going to do tomorrow, and also I know what I'm going to do tomorrow.
Yeah,
let's
but
see.
there's 2 messages in the I know conversation that are like that I scrolled back to find one, being like, oh yeah, I needed to do that, right?
Yeah, that's also how I use our conversation. It's like, I'm gonna do this, and then when it's later and I forgot, I'm like, what did I say again? It's perfect.
What was I going to do? I forgot.
Slow tick down on the points. Timer for climax. That makes it stay for a while before ticking back down. Otherwise, the gameplay is not going to be very interesting. And it's already a weird game, so if the gameplay isn't even fun, what are we going to do?
I don't know.
So yeah, that's what I've been doing this week. I've been toying around with the stats as well here. This is all the interactions that will be possible in the game. As far as I can tell. Maybe there will be more, I don't know, but I think these are the main ones for now. Because so far we haven't programmed any or planned any other movements possible. We don't even have a tongue yet, so time.
Exactly, like there are still elements we don't have.
Yeah.
We should make.
But now we have a nose and lips.
Yeah.
And they vaguely work, which is fine. It's nice.
That's something.
Yeah. I might make the movements slower or something. I don't know. I've started thinking about the music. I haven't written anything yet. I need to find some songs that have the correct vibe. But then again, I'd also like to have one song per background and have them be linked. So I don't know yet how I'm going to figure that out.
Okay.
Like we have a list of ideas of places that we wrote down. Yeah. And I'd like the songs and the backgrounds to be linked. Like if you have the what if we kissed at the protest or something, I'd like there to be like protest sounds, like crowds and stuff.
Just put Bella Ciao and call it a day.
I don't think that's copyright free.
I don't know actually.
I have no idea. I'll look
Probably.
into it. But
Or we
I'd
can
like it to
find the
be.
version that is.
I've thought of another one that I haven't written down. I think it's the restaurant scene with the spaghetti in Beauty and the Lady and the Tramp. That seems like a fun idea. There
Yeah.
won't be spaghetti in the game, especially, but maybe we
What if
could
we
have
put
like for the background, instead of having maybe the foreground could be in front of the characters.
I don't
think that would be fine, but maybe sometimes we can put something in front of them.
Maybe. I don't think it would look good, to be fair. It would look very big, probably.
Yeah, I don't know. It's something to
Take
think about. We'll
a lot
see.
of space. I don't know.
I don't know. But yeah, I was thinking about that one. I was like, oh, do I need to find a way to have accordion sounds?
Oh, that'd be funny.
Oh no, I wish I had a budget. I could buy an accordion. We don't have a budget, so I cannot buy an accordion. If you want to help us out, if you want to fulfill my lifelong dream of having an accordion, send us money on Patreon. Or buy our games. Or whatever. Something like that. Or send me money on PayPal if you send me a private message or something.
Fund our crazy ideas.
Yeah.
You can help. Or you can subscribe to the channel. Of course, we have the affiliate status. You can subscribe.
Oh yeah, that's true. We also have that.
You're a Twitch Prime or something. It's free.
I should use my Twitch Prime that I never use on us.
I already use it on a friend, so.
Yeah, because I never watch any. I never watch any Twitch streams.
Yeah, that's the thing. I just need the emotes because I'm too used to using them now.
Yeah.
So when I'm not subscribed to her channel, I'm like, where's my... No, I don't have the emote. No.
And you need to do it every month. It's really annoying. It's not automatic.
Yeah.
I wish it was.
So every time I don't chat too much, but there are a few channels that I moderate.
Yeah.
So I will spend time in chats and stuff here and there. I do not post a lot. I do not watch many streams, but because I moderate, I do have a few moments where I need my emotes, because otherwise, how do I communicate my feelings?
It's important.
Yeah.
I get it. Can you use our emotes?
Yep. Well, not with my personal account.
Not with your own account, of course.
Yeah. But no, with the Small Dreamers account, I can.
Could we give you a mod status or something that you could that gives
no, you can't.
No, it's not possible.
No, you need the status.
Well, it doesn't matter.
And the emotes that are free, basically, that are just if you follow the channel, it's a trap. You can't use them on other channels' chats.
Oh yeah, that's the same in Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to pay for Discord if you want to use them elsewhere.
Exactly.
I don't like it.
I don't like that model either. But, just give me the emotes, damn it.
Yeah.
I don't care about the rest. Just give me the emotes.
What about these
I need
errors?
to express my many feelings. It's important.
I've just discovered a new bug. I don't know what's going on. Why is it telling me that he didn't found a node? I don't even know what this node is. Oh well, I'll look into this later. I got confused. I was like, 11 errors? What's that? Why is everything red? What's going on? I know these two. These are normal because the tongue and the teeth don't exist yet.
Yeah.
That's going to be something to figure out the teeth, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to work. We'll see. They'll probably need to be attached to the lower and upper jaw or something.
Maybe.
I don't know. We'll see. It's a future us problem.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna need to redo a lot of the skeleton and weight painting.
Yeah.
Because I changed the model. So, and we were discussing editing the skeleton in specific ways to add more bones.
Yeah, having some bones for the mouth.
Yeah, so that you can purse the lips. Probably add some to the nose. Maybe make something that makes moving the jaw forward easier. Probably I can
I
look
don't
into
know.
that. I'm
He's-
probably gonna need to add a few bones for that.
Let me look at the skeleton. It's pretty okay, I think.
I mean, it works to open the mouth. It doesn't work to move the jaw really.
Yeah.
So I would need to probably like add a bone before I separate into two bones. You know, like basically add a bone here.
Yeah, right now you can open sort of, but
You can
it's a little
open or
weird.
close, but you can't
You
really.
can do
You know?
this.
Yeah, but moving forward is a bit. You know, like
Yeah, you cannot
you
really do
can,
this.
but it's very very uncomfy.
Yeah. You can sort of do this, but I don't know.
Yeah, I
It's
don't know.
not
Maybe
perfect.
add a. Yeah, I'll see. I'll see that. Also because the bone system works differently in Godot and in Blender, so it's a
Yeah,
lot of
it's a
guesswork.
strange thing. I don't really like the bone system in the way they
Yeah.
integrate everything in Godot is a little weird, and it's sometimes a little half baked. Like it doesn't feel finished. There's a bunch of stuff you're like, okay, I should be allowed to do this, and he's like, nope, I don't have that. And you're like,
I
ah,
can't
crap.
do it. I can't do it. And you're like, but come on.
Come on, I just want to do this. And it's still complicated with the physical bones and stuff that you have to
Mm.
create collision shapes separately and stuff. And they don't line up correctly. I don't know why. So yeah, this is something that will need to be adjusted, as of course. But we'll get there. It's fine.
Yep.
And it doesn't have to be perfect. I don't really. It just has to be functional enough that it's funny to play.
Yeah.
And if it
Clearly.
breaks sometimes, whatever.
That's fine.
That's fine. If you can get, it's going to be a speedrun strat, or something.
Probably.
If our other games are anything to go by, we will have one speedrun by someone.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's true. All of our game. Maybe not the second
No,
one.
the second one doesn't have a speedrun.
Well, that's understandable. It's not really a speedrun-ish game.
No.
But yeah, all the others have had. The two others have had one speedrun. It's funny.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we did stats. I did this. I did you set up the stats. I did a bunch of coding, but I'm not gonna talk about all I did in the coding stuff. No one's interested in that. And if you are interested, just ask me and I'll tell you. Or send me a message on Blue Sky or something. I'll be happy to go into the random background loading or something, or how do they spawn the characters and stuff like that. I have an annoying cat at my feet that's distracting me.
That happens. I have an annoying cat next to my chair who is like, feed me for fuck's sake.
Here's the culprit.
Oh, hello, baby.
It's a big baby.
Hello, Mook. It's a big baby, yeah.
He's heavy. Okay. So yeah, coding. I did a bunch of code. It's working pretty well. I'm quite happy that it loads pretty fast and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's okay. Ow. I've set it also up so that it doesn't reload the character if you kiss again and don't switch characters. So it only reloads a new head if you have a random selected. Come on, cat. This is not practical. I need to do stuff.
Go away.
Yes, you're cute. You can sit down if you want to, but I'm going to be talking for a bit and sort of ignoring you. So yeah, there's a bunch of random loading stuff, and I forgot what I was saying. So yeah, basically loading. There's random stuff. I made the background is also randomized, and that one changes every time you kiss again. You can I made it so that the setup menu is also an option. So you can kiss in the menus, which I added as a potential name for in the list here. You can kiss in the menu. because I thought that would be funny. I just made the
Yeah.
probability really low. And I think this list of names is going to evolve and probably be tied to the background, so that when the game selects a background to load, it will grab the name from that background when you open the main menu. So right now, this is just a list of random names, but they will be adjusted once we have black backgrounds.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
I'm
quite like
annoyed
at the
because-
protest. I like the redacted one. I like the back rooms because that's funny.
Yeah.
And I have an idea for at the movies how. I'm sorry.
Oh, really?
I have an idea for at the movies how it could look. I cannot
Oh.
speak anymore. It's your turn.
It would be just like a few rows of chairs behind.
And basically animated lights that change color vaguely.
Yeah.
To simulate movie.
Yeah, that could be fun.
Pretty easy to do. You just need to do it.
Yeah.
And for that one, I want to put rows of seats in front of the characters a little bit, like really at the bottom.
I understand, but at the same time, I think it would look weird unless you make it really big.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'll try it out. It was on my list of stuff to try. I wanted to find a picture I took myself of a sunset on the beach, and I couldn't find one.
Yeah.
Apparently, I've never looked at the sunset on the beach, despite having gone to multiple beaches over my life. But whatever.
Damn,
I need to find a
probably
picture.
don't have any either on my phone because I don't think I've been to a sunset on the beach since I changed phones.
Yeah. Same.
Like
You
I've
should go
been
to
to
the beach. It's not
I've
far
been to
away.
sunsets, but not particularly a sunset on the beach since then.
No, we should go to the beach.
Maybe last summer I can try to see if I find something, but it might not be directly on the beach.
Yeah, we'll see. Or I'll just draw something. I cannot draw, but that's fine. I can find free images as well on the internet.
Yeah.
But I wanted it to be, I had a specific idea in mind of a sunset I have seen, but I cannot find the picture, so I don't know where it is.
Ah.
I had an idea and I cannot find it, so whatever. It
Maybe
will
we'll
move on
change
and we'll fix it later.
Yeah.
Because right now, well, we don't have any backgrounds. We have a system for loading backgrounds. So I had the setup template,
Yeah.
which is animated. There's a loop here, so it moves like this. It's very simple. It's just a pretty setup menu for now, but this is the type of menu that I like in older games when you have character selection screens and stuff. It's just a scrolling texture in the background, and that's what I
Yeah.
was thinking of.
Honestly,
You like this one?
we tweak the colors a bit, and we type something else, and it could be funny.
Yeah, of course. I was thinking that this was fine already. It's just
Yeah.
not a great texture because it's just something I made real quick in Paint, but it works and I quite like it.
Yeah,
And
me too.
something similar, and that's it. If you have a nice texture that just scrolls like this, it's perfect.
Yeah, no, I was thinking like let's not even really make a super pretty texture, like just
Yeah, just a nice color with something funny written down, or something
That
like
would work.
choose who
It's
you want
just-
to kiss or something.
yeah, choose your kissers or
Yeah, or something. Yeah, who would you like to kiss? Or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I mean, choose your kisser is funny because it's like choose your fighter,
Yeah. Choose your kisser.
Ye-
So yeah, this is the menu. I made it earlier today. And then yeah, it's in the list of background scenes, so it gets chosen. You have 1 in 100 chance of getting that one right now,
Okay.
and we'll see.
Oh, sure. Okay. That works.
It works. There's stuff. We do things, and I still need to work on that, the UI, because I found I'm using a template for this one, and I don't like it. Well, I like that what it does, but I don't like that I need to read stuff to learn how to use it, basically. And I'm like,
I'm
but why did you do it like this? I don't like it.
Aw.
So I'm basically a little annoyed with the menus. So they work, they're fine, but I don't really want to touch them because it's annoying, because they're made in a way that I don't really like.
Okay,
Probably
sure.
because they were made by someone who knows what they're doing, and there's a bunch of stuff that I don't understand.
Yeah, understand that.
Like this coding, this is a lot. I don't understand it, everything. So I've managed to add like the background animation and stuff in the correct place, but there's so much I don't understand. I don't know what the names mean and what they go to. It's so strange. I need to look it in. I need just to dive in, read the documentation, and
Yep.
do it bit by bit, and be like, okay, this we need, this we don't need. I don't need a saving system. I don't need continue game stuff, because we don't
Yeah.
do that in this game.
Nope.
So I need to basically gut it and fix it later.
For sure.
Because right now there's a lot of
And
stuff in these menus. I can
yeah,
show
but
the
also at the same time, you're like, yeah, I don't want to read it. I have the opposite problems.
yeah.
With Blender, most of the tutorials are video.
Yes.
I need things written down. I don't want to be moving through a timeline to go back to wait, which button was this?
Yeah, I
Remind
don't
me,
like it
what
either.
was the shortcut? So written tutorials, please make more of them. Please, I know it's not like it's harder to monetize, but
Yeah.
yeah, please, come on, written things. I can save and look back then when I need it, and go back to take notes and stuff.
Yeah, that should be interesting. But yeah, I think I need to remove most of these controls, these options. Like the video and audio are fine, but the inputs, I don't need this.
Yep.
And I don't need this one, because it's going to be weird and it's going to be annoying. And if you start changing stuff, you're gonna break everything. Well, you can always reset, but
I mean,
I don't know. It's the controls are strange, and I need to figure out which ones we need and which ones we don't, and
yeah,
just remove the other ones, because right now there's a 1 and there's a 0 and there's a thing and there's a right. And I think it's because I'm using a plugin for the controllers that basically
maybe.
remaps everything to controller 0, controller 1, controller 2, etc. So
Okay.
we have a bunch of buttons that are not useful.
Mhm.
And I don't know how I can fix that without like making my own system, which would take like over a week that I don't want to do.
Yeah, maybe we don't.
We
Offer the
don't need
option
that.
anymore.
I'm sorry for the people that need accessibility stuff, but I cannot do it right now for this game. It's too weird. It's not going to be possible. I'm sorry. I want to spend 10 weeks on this and not more.
Yeah. I mean, this is an experiment. So.
Like maybe 11 or something if we have bug fixing to do or something. But I don't want to spend a long time on this. And
Me neither, but
I like it to be small.
yeah, but we kept it small in terms of gameplay, not in terms of assets to create.
Yes.
And I'm starting to think like, yeah, we're not gonna
have
create
as many
that much.
characters as possible and as many backgrounds as possible.
Yep.
And I'm going to be working on assets as well at some point.
Yep.
Once we have a head, we can duplicate it and change stuff in it, give it a mustache and stuff. That's going to be
add stuff, change color.
pretty fun.
Once one works, but it's still, because of the backgrounds and stuff. It's starting to be a lot.
Oh, there's going to be a lot.
Production, considering the time left.
That's also why I wanted the backgrounds to be basically like weird postcards with pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think I'm
Yeah, no,
going
it
to
was
be maybe creating like a filter or something that has like a cardboard texture or something.
this could be fun.
Could be fun. I was looking up cardboard textures earlier today. I was like, yeah, this could be fun if we have a cardboard texture with like a couple holes in them so that you can see the cardboard through it, and then it's basically an old dingy postcard with a protest or with a sunset or something. Could be interesting. Or have pictures with drawings on them that move, or I don't know. I had
But
ideas.
my idea was just to have a few flat elements that are evocative and that are very
Yeah,
quick scribbles, quick sketches, basically. Like,
quick sketches that are evocative and
yeah.
yeah, maybe
And
photos or
or
stuff
I
like that.
was considering, using, like basically,
You want to use what? Sorry?
I was considering, maybe, using images from all over the internet,
Yeah, of course.
Creative Commons, but just cutting and basically do collage of
Yeah,
things.
I think that's
That would work too.
both a fun style and pretty quick to do.
Uh, Quick is,
Well,
as usual,
quick-ish.
because that's neither of us are good at this. So,
No, we'll see. There's
I don't know.
I don't
We'll
know
see.
either. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll
I'm
find a
pretty
way.
confident that we'll be able to figure it out.
Yep.
And if we
But
don't,
yeah,
it's just going to be an image that says Shutterstock across it, and it's going to be fine.
yeah, or something like that. I mean, or maybe we'll just have 3 backgrounds and that's it.
Yeah,
Which is fine.
it's fine. We'll see.
Yep.
There's a lot of stuff to figure out. I'm
Yep.
still bashing my head on the gameplay and the menus, but stuff is happening, and we're getting there. It's week 3. We have time.
Yee.
And we have a menu. We have animation stuff happening already. And we have a basic game loop, even if it's bad right now. And we have a very pretty character selection screen. Yes, Kat, I know you are there. I have seen you too. Yes, you are here. Move out of the way.
He needs confirmation.
Yeah. But look at this. I'm very proud of this. I basically looked at the tutorial, and about halfway through the tutorial, I was like, why do you do it like that? I'm going to do it something else. And I
Fun.
adapted, I did the first 2 steps of the tutorial, and then I was like, okay, I know what I'm supposed to do. Move out of the way. I'm going to do my own thing now. And it's working, and I like it.
Yeah, cool. Nice.
I still need to add the thing that if you are at the end of the list, if you press the button again, you go back to the start. Right now you cannot cycle through. And I'd like to add that. So that's an additional button to add. Come on, Cat. Stop being annoying. He's standing there and hitting everything, and I cannot think anymore.
Oh.
He's been wanting attention all day. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. This is it.
But yeah, no, the menu is good.
Yeah, I like it. And it's expandable. You can have as many squares as you want. You just need to set the column number in the menu somewhere. Where is it? You can have as many columns as you want. I still need to figure out a way to make it like symmetrical. Because right now it's just a list, and if you have a column, if you set it to like, I don't know, if you have 8 characters and you set it to 6 columns, you have a row of 6 and then a row of 2 all the way on the left instead of in the center. And I don't know how to change that, so I need to figure that out.
Yep.
Because otherwise it will be ugly, and I don't like that.
Me neither.
So I'm going to figure it out. It's going to be fine.
Yep.
The grid thing will work. I am confident.
It will.
Where is the setup thing? Here it is. The character select thing. Yeah, it's the where is it? Let me show it real quick. The grid container. You can set the number of columns here, but you cannot tell it to be centered, and I don't know why. I just need to find the button. I think maybe it's it's a thing here somewhere.
It's somewhere. We just need to find it.
Yeah, I can find it. And if I don't find it, I'm just going to use something else.
Sure.
I know that if I use not grid container but something else, like one of the VBox thing container, whatever, I can just use several of these and have the. Once we have all the characters and decide we don't add any more, I'm just going to generate them once and be done, like we did for the
Sure.
second game. I can always.
That could work.
That's something we can always do. Right now, it's more important to have it be flexible so that we can add stuff easily and test it.
Mhm.
It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to work right now.
Indeed.
Anyway,
Indeed.
so yeah, next
Oh,
week.
yeah. I mean, next week.
Next week, I'm going to be working on that new head you made.
I am going up first to keep doing the new head.
Yeah, I'm hoping that by next week we have maybe teeth, and at least a mouth
right,
that
teeth.
opens.
Yeah, I haven't started on teeth.
Teeth and the mouth that opens.
I was thinking about the tongue more, but yeah, teeth.
Also,
sure.
tongue. If you have the time to make a tongue, sure. I'd be interested in having
I
a
was
tongue.
more thinking about the tongue because it's going to take longer. So
Yeah,
might
it's
as
going
well
to be.
get it away.
I don't think the modeling is going to be very long. But
The modeling itself, no. The rigging, debatable, and then you trying to integrate it to the thing.
yeah, that's going to be a mess because I don't know how to do any of that. But I'm going to figure it out. I'm just going to type Godot tentacles how to do or something.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, whereas
we've decided that it's going to be basically a tentacle.
Yeah.
It's going to
It
be
is.
all a little
I mean,
too
the
long.
tongue is a tentacle.
The tongue is a tentacle, of course.
Think of it.
This is-
That's how tentacles move.
Yeah.
Tongue. It's just not a very long one.
It's not a it's a short and stubby tentacle that doesn't have any of the suckers on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a tentacle. It moves the same. It's just very.
Yeah. The mouth tentacle. Should we
The
have an
tongue.
underwater level with tentacles on the image and like a blue filter on the light? I'm gonna add it to the list. What if we kissed underwater?
I'm not gonna add tentacles because of connotation. Nah, I won't do it. But I'll make a shark.
Oh yeah, of course.
I'll add a shark in the passing in the background.
We need to have at least a shark somewhere in the game. We've had sharks in every game.
Yeah.
It's important.
I was thinking a tattoo, but I mean.
Or we
sure,
could
if you-
have like the toy shark from the third game pass by in the background.
Exactly. That's what we're thinking.
We already have it. It's there.
Yeah.
It exists. We
Or
can just put it in the game.
2D picture of it passing with the background because everything is 2D. Might be easier.
It could be. It doesn't have to be 2D. It could just be 3D because the backgrounds they exist and they are a bunch of flat images, but you can just have the shark pass through in 3D if you want to.
I guess so, yeah.
Whatever works and whatever is faster. Because right now it's all hooked up to an animation player, so you can basically do whatever you want.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So there's a loop here, and right now it's just 2 seconds that moves one of the images because I was testing it. But you can make it as long as you want. It loops automatically, and just have it do stuff.
Yeah.
Basically, do whatever you want it to. Because I wanted it to be as flexible and powerful as possible.
Nice.
So this is pretty nice, and we could always have we don't have to have custom anything. This system will work for pretty much any idea you can think of.
Yeah.
As far as I can tell, and you can add, remove, hide, do whatever.
Animating the background isn't necessary, to be fair.
No, but have
It's good
small
if we
things
have an
happen.
idea, but it's not necessary.
No, if we have if we don't have time for it, we'll just have static images and it's fine. You'll be spending most time looking at the faces anyway.
Yeah.
And
They occupy a lot of the screen anyway.
yeah, of course. But yeah, I was with the animations, I was still thinking about Street Fighter and stuff.
Yeah, me too. But
With the
you know,
backgrounds, with small animations, like a character that just does this on the has like 2 frames and that's it, you know.
yeah, exactly. But you have to make those 2 frames. So
I know.
I was more thinking clouds moving,
Of course. It can
something
be
simple.
whatever. It's fine.
Yeah. Stuff like that to make it a bit more lively. But
Yeah.
that's
That's why I was
simple
thinking
thing.
about the toy shark that we already have. It would take like
Yeah,
4 minutes to copy the
exactly.
file over, put it in the game, and have it swim by,
Yeah.
and then done. And then when it loops, well, it swims by again. Nice.
That works. But yeah, no, that's the plan, I
Yeah.
guess. But yeah, for now, heads, and then the
Yes.
rest.
Having the head
First, we have to make the game work, and
so
then
that I
figure out.
can have the head so that I can hook up the controls and start figuring that out better. Because
Yep.
right now it works ish. It's a little janky. It's a little it's not perfect.
Can't open the mouth enough.
No, you cannot do it. Yeah. The character controller will not be done before the game until the game launches. Basically, it's going to be tweaked until release. Basically,
Definitely. But yeah, no, once the new head I'm gonna work on, try to rig it properly. Worst case scenario, if I realize that the way I'm doing right now, because I'm trying to not have to join everything into one mesh.
yeah, that's important. I think that's important because that way we will be able to customize it more easily.
More easily, in theory.
In theory, of course.
But the issue is, yeah, it's not really complying easily with that.
Yeah, I
Like the
don't
way
know how
to
that
do
would work.
much
Maybe
harder.
yeah, it needs
So
to be grouped or something. I don't know how it works.
yeah, basically you have to parent every item
Yeah.
to the skeleton,
So yeah, it's
and
a
it
little hard.
works, kind of. But then I have to adjust a lot of things. And it works in Blender, but not in Godot the same way.
Yeah.
So that's the trick.
If it works in Blender and if it works sort of for you, I can always figure it out in Godot later. That's no problem.
I don't know.
And
We'll
then
see.
we'll just have a couple back and forths more. I'm like, okay, this doesn't work and this doesn't work. We need to simplify this, and then we'll just join them later if we need to.
Hey, yeah, what we hear? Do you mind? Like, I know you reverted to the before we tried the new
Yeah,
head. Can you get the new head
sure.
so
Let
that I
me
can
just
see
open
something?
Git real quick.
See
No,
what
not the
moves come?
website. Why are you stupid? Let me see. GitHub desktop. Come on. Fetch origin. Can I fetch the new one? Oh, no, I need to. How do I say that I reverted and I don't want to revert anymore? Revert changes again. Reapply. Yes. Here we go. Let me quit Godot. Oh no, it's going to do it automatically. Great.
Cool. Also, you've once again diminished the window where I can see things.
Oh yeah. Here we go. It's going to come back pretty soon.
Yeah.
Because well, I need to see stuff. Let's see. Move out of the way. Now your face has disappeared because my Godot shortcut is on this side on the screen.
Oops.
So I need to diminish everything or go digging for stuff, and I don't want to. Here we go. It should work. Yeah,
Let's
I think
see
so.
now.
Let's see.
I've disappeared again.
Do you have disappeared again? Come on.
No, it's okay. Now it's back. It's back.
It's fine. Here we go. Head. Where's the head? It's in here. Characters. Here we go. See the ears and the eye is inverted, and this.
Is one of the inverted collision.
Yeah, it's the
Okay,
mirroring.
no, that I have setting. I have reset that. Oh, also, yeah, the top eyelid on the right eye.
Yeah.
The one that is showing.
It's all.
It's not because it's not really inverted. It's just it didn't have any normals, basically. It didn't show me any normal direction.
Yeah, that's weird.
So that was weird. But anyway, I've already settled it.
That's fine.
Once you said it. Yeah, okay. Try moving something.
Let's
to
see if I can move the skeleton around. Let's see. Let's use this one and do. Ah, see, it's pretty well.
Oh,
This
it
is
looks
pretty
pretty
nice.
well. Can you close the mouth?
I can close it.
Okay.
This is pretty closed. I can close it a little more with this one. No, not this one.
It works.
Maybe this one. This is open and just close it. I'll just move it a little bit like this or something.
Yeah, I guess so.
This is pretty closed.
Yeah. Oh, it works. Okay, cool.
I'll just
Good one.
record, write down all the positions for when it's closed, because that's how we blend. We just go from one position to the next, and then we go from this one, and then when you're moving stuff on the controller, you can move this a little bit. And once the tongue will be there, it will open the mouth probably automatically. Maybe
Yeah.
move this a bit out of the way. This makes the faces. Faces are funny to manipulate. It's always a great time. I like it.
This is so fucking weird.
I'm always
Okay.
having fun with this. I'm like, okay, I can move this and then do. Ah! Oh, this is a little rigid now. Or was I using the other one first? Or was
No,
I?
it's just more rigid because it's the automatic.
Oh yeah,
It's not as
not as flexible.
Yeah, or rather, it's just what Blender did use. I wanted
Yeah.
with it, and close enough, but not perfectly that. And also because it's this time it's not one mesh.
Yeah.
That some meshes are don't go as fast in a way.
Oh yeah, here
Like
they are.
one bone, and some of the meshes don't move the same way as the rest of the others.
Oh, I haven't noticed
Like
that.
the ear won't move at the same speed as the side of the head. Not exactly, like not as much. So it will slowly go, in one. It
This one
might.
seems to be working okay.
Yeah. See, there are some things that don't. But yeah, no, some of them just work kind of well. Some don't. So that's funny. Like the eyebrow bone that is at the top of the center. It does things. Let's say it like that.
This one?
I think.
Oh yeah.
It does things.
Ooh, it does something at least.
Ooh, you can do the eyebrow wiggle with that.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It's more of a
Don't
skull
do
wiggle
it.
at this point, but if you want the brows to wiggle, you'll have to give them specific bones, I think.
Yeah, that's planned. It's just like the mouth. Basically, I'm gonna add a 3-dimensional thing because for now I had worked on in 2D for the skeleton.
Yeah, everything is flat right now.
Yeah, except the shoulders.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna add a bit of 3-dimensional movement, so that you can purse the lips, so that you can move a bit the eyebrows.
Yeah.
Stuff. Did you want more bones in the nose? I don't remember.
I think we're okay, maybe. I don't know. I want to be able to make. I think I need to adjust the joints on the physical bones here and the collision shapes a bit, so that they can basically be a little that they bend specifically like the left or right if you hit them, and when they get smushed, that they bend automatically left or right instead of in, because I don't want this when it moves in, it doesn't feel right. Like if you move this way, it doesn't work. It looks weird, and that's not the plan. Well, it will look weird, but not like that. Weird in a good way, but not weird in a bad way. So it's pretty. I like how it sort of works. I'll just have to wiggle. And also it makes the eyes move for some reason. There's some weight painting to do, I think.
Yeah, the Blender was like, sure, it's the same area. I'm like,
yeah, it's fine.
Please
when
don't.
you move
but
the tip of your nose,
all the eyelids.
When you move the tip of your nose, the eyelids move as well.
But it's not all eyelids. It's the top right eyelid and the bottom left eyelid only.
Does your face not do that?
Does yours do?
I was thinking about how can I make that happen on screen right now, but I can't. I can move my nose. Maybe it moved my eyelids a little bit, like.
What?
This game is stupid.
Yeah, it is.
It makes us think about our face in strange ways.
Oh, yeah, it makes me so aware of my face in really uncomfortable ways.
Yeah,
after that, I do not want to think about my face ever again. Make it clear.
This is good. Yeah.
I refuse.
I also want to add basically a small animation that moves back whenever you hit the nose or the teeth, so that it smushes and then the characters move apart, like oh, and have a move back sound.
Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, that's the plan. Okay, teeth. I need to remember teeth.
Teeth and tongue.
Teeth and tongue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rig.
And maybe we'll have to have this
tongue.
head be not a bit. I don't know. Have a coal mask on both sides so that you cannot see through it, because this is strange. But I don't think you can actually see it from the side. Maybe a little bit. We'll see.
Maybe.
Once there's teeth and stuff, we'll figure that stuff out later. Maybe we'll have to make an inside for the mouth. Like cheeks inside in an interior, like have it be red or something.
Yeah, little pocket.
Yeah, have like a little
pocket. Yeah, maybe just a sphere with inverted normals.
A sphere with inverted normals and a hole cut out.
Yeah.
And that is going to be fine. I think that that should be that should work. And have the tongue be anchored somewhere.
How do you? The problem would be that we have to move it.
Yeah, I don't know.
With the mouth.
Could you attach it to the bones?
Add it to the rig?
Yeah, I think you have to add it to the rig and make it like have the back end of the sphere be attached to this one, the top on this one, the bottom on this one, and then the front where the opening is on these.
That's not how that works, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, something like that, you know, anchored it in some way.
Yeah, I can't anchor things to bones.
No, I think you need to do the weight painting stuff.
Yeah, it's weight painting per bone.
Yeah.
Basically. So it's not an anchor, it's how much that bone affects that area of the mesh, any area of the mesh.
Yeah, that's true.
It's per vertex, basically. So each vertex, you tell the vertex you're afflicted this much by this bone.
Yeah.
And it goes from red, heavily affected, to dark blue, which is not affected at all.
Yeah, I think it's something to think about. Yeah. Have a closed mouth.
Closed mouth. Interior.
A mouth interior, yeah, where there's teeth and.
We could do that,
or
we don't do back culling for the face.
Yeah, or we just have the face be dark inside and that's it.
Just that asset has a material that doesn't do back culling. You know?
Let's see. Once we have, let's see. I can do that right now. I think
that's probably simpler, to be fair.
Surface 0. Have it be. Where is it again? I don't remember. Somewhere here. Transparency. Here it is. I need to make it. I need to make this make unique, and then have the surface. Here we go. Oh no, that's not working. Make it unique as well.
Yeah, no, that's exactly.
There we go. And then do transparency. Disabled. Cull mode. Here we go. We have a closed mouth. Oh, it's fine. We don't need it in mouth interior. It's fine.
Cool. Okay.
Done. Problem solved.
Good. Well, I need to paint it, so it's gonna be a.
Yeah.
I don't know if I need to. Do we want to paint it?
Do we? We'll have the face have a color. I think.
Some of it might need to be painted.
Look, done. A little pinkish.
I don't know if I like this.
No, this is terrible. I like it. It's horrible.
Yeah, no, but maybe
I don't
maybe
know.
some of the face. Some of the elements might be hand painted.
Yeah.
I don't know if all of it, but maybe.
No, I'm just gonna make the nose green and.
Stop doing this. Stop. No, no. Please.
Let me have fun.
No. My model. No.
No. Okay,
My
fine.
model.
There you go.
Ah.
It's fine. It's back.
Please don't.
You cannot stop me once we start making faces.
I know.
I'm going to be making the weirdest ones.
Yeah, so maybe I don't hand paint anything. Maybe we just go back to a shader.
Yeah, a shader and some flat colors maybe.
Yeah, because I was thinking like, I wanted to hand paint it, to add
Yeah.
a bit of blush, a bit of volume to the face.
Mm. Well, maybe
Bit of
we'll have to at least do the eyes some painting to have a pretty eye. But or it could just be a texture, by the way. I have an eye texture.
the eye is it's just texture. Like the painting is just a texture also, but
Yeah, but I know what you mean.
the eye.
But yeah, maybe it's just going to be flat colors and have a nice shader with some variations, a gradient or something.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I'll look up Godot shaders and stuff.
Hang on, my cat is wanted attention too now that she's eaten. She got dinner, so now she's like, "Hey, pay me attention."
Yeah, I think mine wanted food as well, but I'm busy and the food is over there. It's far away and I'm not going to stand up right now. I don't want to.
No, the automatic distributor has been a blessing, but also now that she's like, "I'm done. Good news. I've
Yay!
eaten. Pay me attention now."
I'm hungry. Come on. I'm done. It's time to do whatever. Yeah.
Cuddle me.
I've been going on walks in the morning, and whenever I get back from my walk, I'm like, okay, ready to get to work. And I sit down, I open Godot, and at that second, the cat is like, hey, let's play for like half an hour. And I'm like, no, come on, cat. I need to work. I need to try and focus.
It's a routine now. You have to abide by it.
Yeah. And it's been every morning this week. I'm like, okay, I'm ready. I know what I want to do. I'm going to do it right now. I'm ready. I'm motivated. I'm going to do it. And at the second I'm starting to get a little bit concentrated, starting to think about stuff. And then the cat is like, come on, hey, come on, hey, come on, hey, come on. And I'm like, okay, my concentration is gone. I cannot work anymore. I need to go do something else. And yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Cool.
We'll figure a rhythm out at some point. Okay. Well, next week, more faces, more stuff. Maybe some backgrounds. I'm going to fix more menus, remove a bunch of the superfluous options menus and stuff. I don't want to do that because that's annoying to do, but I'm going to do it. And it's going to be great.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. Once we have a head that works, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Basically in like 2-3 weeks we'll have a head that works with controls and stuff, and then we can go crazy on customization and bug fixing.
Yeah.
And it's going to be amazing.
Add hair. Add stuff like that. I don't know how to make hair. It's gonna be a terrible idea. I'm gonna make manga hair.
Of course. That's what I thought you'd make. Like spikes and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's do the
weird
the cloud from Final Fantasy VII hair. With spikes like this and always.
Okay, cool.
I want at least one big handlebar mustache. That moves when you move.
Oh yeah. Okay, cool.
I need to figure out how that works. The jiggle bone stuff. It's not called jiggle bones. It's called like, let's see. How is it called? It's bone. It's called spring bone simulation. I call it jiggle bone, but it's spring bone. It's spring bone simulator 3D for jiggle physics. That's how I think about it. But then, well, I just do. Oh, right up.
It'll.
And yeah, jiggle bones. I need to figure out the jiggling. I have tried
Yeah.
to do it on the nose, and it doesn't work because then it doesn't detect collisions. It just detects the gravity, and that's not what I want.
Indeed.
So I need to figure out how to do the jiggle stuff later. Also,
Yep.
because right now I've turned off the gravity in the game, so I might have to turn the gravity back on and turn it off only on the nose and the mouth, because right now the nose will fall if you activate the gravity, and you get trumpet face, elephant face that we showed off a couple weeks ago. Let me see if I can find the picture again.
That one is funny.
Yeah, I think it was week 1. Elephanting. Here it was. This is also the first head. Here we go.
Oh, right. The placeholders.
The elephant.
Hey,
See, this one has
elephants!
teeth and eyes, and those were separate meshes as well, and they worked. But yeah,
Yeah, but
elephanting.
these are made by people who know what they're doing.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying that we're going to make it similar.
I do not.
So here's the gravity still activated, so they had weird noses that that fall. Whoa. Like this, and that's strange. A little bit.
Yeah, it is.
So I need to figure out a way to have the gravity not affect these specific areas.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a future me problem.
It
Anyway,
is, indeed.
I think that's it for this week.
Probably, yeah.
We're just blabbering in circles right now.
We are. All right. So see y'all next week, I guess.
Yeah.
Same place, same time. And
Always.
yeah.
And
More kissings. Hopefully.
Hopefully there will be some more kissing.
Virtual kisses.
Yeah.
That aren't completely Eldritch horrors. You know.
It's going to be perfect. It's going to be fine.
Yeah,
I trust it.
I have doubts. We'll see.
Yeah, we've been Small Dreamers. Go play our games, and we shall see you all next week.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.